Today we are discussing, do you have a broker or do you have a consultant? So the first thing to know is there's actually no legal classifications, no insurance designation, or even an agreed upon difference of what a broker or a consultant is in this industry. Agents and agencies are allowed to call themselves whatever they want without scrutiny. So with that being said, we know that there are differences and our clients experience them. So I wanted to give you 3 easy ways to figure out, are you working with a consultant who's working in your best interest, or are you working with a broker who might just be selling insurance? So number 1, if you don't know what you're paying this agency for their representation, commission is often built into the price of insurance. What most businesses don't understand is that the agency can actually set those percentages. So in addition from raising the percentage of commission, there can be other motivating factors for selling one insurance carrier over another one. Things like large annual bonuses, vacations, and other incentives. So having compensation built into policies isn't the actual problem here. However, the problem is if it's not disclosed. It needs to be disclosed in the presentation before you make a decision. And you know what you pay for every other item in your business, right? How do you not know what you're paying your broker for your healthcare? So interesting, this is actually now a legal requirement per the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2022. So make sure you know and you're being told exactly what you're paying for the representation. Number 2, how do you know if you have a broker or consultant? Zero strategy. This is the easiest one to point out. There's no measurements of your historical trend, there's no metrics for success, and there's no multi-year plan. You have a broker. A broker will never show you historical trend. They're not going to show you what you paid for your healthcare over the last 5 to 10 years, likely because it went like this. They won't have a multi-year plan to lower your cost, and it'll feel like a very reactive renewal process year after year. They may recommend, increasing a deductible, going to a skinnier network, and really just more out of pocket for employees, which is the last thing that we want. Consultant, on the other hand, will show you where you have been, where you are right now, and where you can go. And they'll use a historical analysis, and they'll put together a multi-year plan. And most importantly, they're going to ask you, what does success look like? Is it cost savings? Is it modernizing the benefits experience? Is it saving X amount of dollars so we can reinvest this into a fertility program, an on-site clinic? The needs of each company and the goals of each company are different. My favorite meeting is when we've had a client for about 3 years on our strategies, and we do a relationship analysis over the last 3 years. We compare cost, benefits, networks, employee satisfaction, administration satisfaction, and we can just see, and we go off of what we deemed as the success definition. So there's a lot of ways to know if you have a broker or a consultant, and that is a big one. Number 3, there's no plan to mitigate the frequency and the severity of claims. This is my favorite one, but it's a little bit more complex. In a bad renewal year, how does going from carrier A to carrier B change your underlying issue? What is the plan to actually manage the problem? Do they even know what the problem is? I'll tell you, the problem is claims. Reviewing a claims report is necessary, but ultimately useless unless a plan of action is made to remedy the situations. If the solutions being brought to the table are asking and hoping that the employees will act differently, you have a broker. Examples of this are, hey everybody, go to urgent care instead of the ER. Use telemedicine, fill generics, use GoodRx, things like that. We're talking about hundreds of dollars of change difference. A consultant will help an employer put solutions in place that will benefit the employee immensely and actually equal into tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars of change and difference. I'll finish with this. Employees contribute more to their healthcare than their 401ks. Let's not let employer-sponsored healthcare premiums rob their future, and get some solutions in place. Start by making sure you're working with a consultant.